Okay, diet video. So the only way that I'm going to be able to keep this relatively short, I guess, is going to be to just make a video going over all of the stuff that I did for my diet without really much explanation on anything. And then if you guys have questions on anything or you want me to go into more detail on anything, just put it in the comments and I'll either do another video based off of that question or I can just answer the question in the comments if need be. But I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. So let's see what we can do. So just a disclaimer first. All right, so it's just a modified keto diet. It is somewhat similar to a Mediterranean diet, low carbs, high healthy fats. The only meat that my functional doctor said that I could have is chicken and wild caught, never frozen Alaskan salmon. You really don't want to have more than one serving of meat a day. Really, really important to be as close to zero sugar a day as possible, especially that first 6 to 8 weeks. Everything organic, as much as possible, no alcohol, no dairy. I haven't been perfect on that one, but I have drastically decreased my dairy from prior to changing my diet here. Stevia was a savior for me. I have a huge sweet tooth, and all of the teas and the drinks and things that I make, I really have to have them sweetened somewhat to be able to drink them. It's a lot of stuff. So the liquid organic stevia has been great. It has a lot of research showing its ability to kill triple negative breast cancer. So it's fantastic. Fruit has to be extremely limited. All right, the vegetables. So really, I think that this is really important. You guys, the power of cruciferous vegetables, especially to kill cancer, is huge. So you really want to just try to flood your body with as much of that stuff as you can. No seed oils. They're in just about everything that you're going to buy that's pre-made. When you're at the grocery stores, it's really best to try to stick to that outer ring as much as you can, and buying the ingredients to make things yourself from scratch. If weight is a concern for you, if you're already on the thinner side and you're worried about losing weight by doing this diet, you won't lose weight if you make sure that you are taking in enough healthy fats. If you feel like that's becoming an issue, I suggest looking at maybe starting to take some MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides. It's usually made from coconut oil. High quality organic matcha tea every day. I've been drinking that so much. I've stopped taking the EGCG actually because of how much EGCG there is naturally occurring in matcha tea. The bitter apricot kernels, I need to get started back on those. In the beginning, the first few months, I was really trying to do pretty frequently the wheatgrass and microgreen shots as much as I can. Lots of microgreens on the salads. Gotta stop using the microwaves, guys. You can heat stuff up on the stove. You can use a toaster oven, a regular oven. There are ways that you can warm things up without using a microwave. Try to only cook in glass or cast iron if you can. No plastic. If you have to use plastic, if your resources are limited, really try to just keep hot foods out of plastic. No hot foods in plastic. At least let it cool down before you put it in the plastic if that's what you have to do. No aluminum foil. Aluminum foil over cold items is not going to be really, at least not as bad. Meat smokers, I was really surprised to find a lot of negative results on the research with meat smokers. I'm going to do some separate videos on the products that I have switched everything out for. There's so much, from your toiletries and your personal care items to your cleaning products and things like that. Those all got to get switched. The Yucca app and the EWG Healthy Living apps, they were really great for me in the beginning. After a while, you'll start kind of knowing. You can kind of look at the ingredients. You don't really need an app to tell you, but just make sure you read that extra stuff I wrote in there about those apps, because they will tell you something's bad when it's really not necessarily bad. The Epsom salt baths, really important after CT scans, PET scans, anything where you're getting exposed to radiation. And then just in general as well, they're good to do. They're just good to do to help pull out toxins from you. Probiotics, gut health is so important. I really liked the Hack Your Health documentary on Netflix. That was really great. Prebiotics, also very important. I have started trying to work on fermenting some of my own vegetables and sauerkraut, things like that. Sauerkraut juice, there was a while in the morning where I was trying to drink some sauerkraut juice on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. Great for your gut health. Parasite cleanses, really important. There's a lot of anti-parasite medications that have lots of anti-cancer properties as well, but everybody needs to be doing a parasite cleanse. And then this is just some details on where my carb limit was at. So I really had it really low for that first 6 weeks, and then I increased it a little bit. Now I try to stay at or around 75 a day unless I'm getting ready to do my 3 days in a row with the high dose vitamin C. It's real important that you are in ketosis for that stuff. And then just a little bit more info here on keeping your healthy fat intake high. So I'm sure I'm going to have other stuff that I'll be adding to this and doing other videos here. And please feel free to ask questions. I'll try to get everything answered as quick as I can. I'm so sorry it's taken so long to get this video out.